Man, I painted this thing so long ago. I really need to film my painting process more often, but I've been so busy writing my novel, which I'm over halfway done with, by the way, about a couple hundred pages in. I painted this for my friend who's probably watching this and may or may not believe in free will, but he possesses the virtue of being chill and probably won't mind. Now, on to what you're all here for. Why I don't believe in libertarian free will. I want you to imagine there's a giant penis destroying your city or local area, and it's coming right at you. It ends all things in its path with each devastating test to fall. Now, most people value their lives and would move out of the monster's path of annihilation. Perhaps some would remain because they don't value their lives, but the point is the decision to survive or risk a schlonful doom is predicated upon our values. And we don't really choose our values, do we? Certainly they arise, or are at least majorly informed by, our environment, upbringing, and genetics. But you handsome scoundrel, I hear you say, we have souls! That is where free will truly comes from. And let me grant you that. Where do souls come from? Created by God? Then our souls are to His specifications, and thus we act in accordance with the settings God programmed us with. Or do souls just spring from a vacuum? Then not everything requires a first cause, and there's no reason to believe a God exists either. Do all souls begin as blank slates? Then external experiences are what shape the soul, for how can it act on itself if itself is all there is? There must be some kind of stimulus to act upon in order to have will, some kind of choice, left or right. Outside of that choice, there's no will to carry out. You can act upon your will, but you cannot will what you will. The alcoholic does not choose to stop drinking just because they read binge drinking can ruin their life. They choose to stop drinking because the drink becomes an imminent threat to things they value more, like household peace and stability. Again, you cannot will what you will. Everything is determined by something else. So where does that leave us? Carrying water, just as before. Assess your values. Consider those at the top of your values hierarchy and act in service of them, reassessing every once in a while to stay consistent. If you have no values hierarchy to speak of, then you stand for nothing and are utterly at the whim of nature, reality, God, whatever you want to call it, but you are at its mercy and truly on autopilot if you can't even spell out your most cherished values. I do have a conception of free will though, which is freedom from external obstructions. I mean this in a strictly legal sense, like with force of law interfering with one's free will, stopping someone from passing through a doorway, etc. But free will in the libertarian sense, the sense most people refer to in daily conversation, I cannot conceive of and have doubted long before I ever doubted the existence of God. What does this mean for justice then? I say whatever is most practical going forward, with rehabilitation as the first measure, even for rapists and murderers. Second offenses after rehabilitation has been tried, I say it's impractical and unjust for them to stay in society, and must be removed one way or another. And as banishment is not so feasible these days, I'd say the death penalty is perfectly warranted. Let's put it this way. Robert Thompson seems to be minding his own business just fine after torturing and murdering James Bulger as a child. He seems to be living a quiet life doing his own thing, and I genuinely hope he finds peace and healing if he is indeed leading a virtuous life. John Venables, however, involved in the same murder and keeps getting caught with CP while the government protects him. Dude's a lost cause, he's had so many chances, and he should have been removed long ago. Why? Because children are clearly not safe wherever he goes, and the public should not be paying to keep him alive. He is a danger to society despite being given more chances than he was ever owed. Might just be his genetics, a lost cause from the beginning. But that we will likely never know. What matters is how we respond. And I believe in second chances and rehabilitation. I also believe in the death penalty or banishment if such measures fail. What matters is that such dangerous individuals are away from peaceful individuals who value their lives and children. Retribution is not justice, it's masturbation. So remember, you don't need free will to live a full, well-rounded life. Keep your values aligned and consistent, flow with reality, and keep carrying water. That's all I got for today. Be sure to smash that dislike button and leave your cruelest comment down below. Farewell.